to talk weather. Chita, you know, it was so warm this weekend. Is that going to be the continuing story?
Right now. So yes, it is the continuing story. We are talking near record temperatures this morning area-wide. You're waking up to 60s and even some 70s. It is a sticky start to the day, but it's really how quickly we climb into the 80s. By the afternoon, we are right back into the mid-80s, exactly like yesterday. If you were out yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. You know the drill. We are flirting with record highs today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Take a look. The record today is at 86, forecasting a high of 84, but I mean, plus or minus a degree there. Pretty close. Similar for tomorrow and Wednesday. Now get this, it is Thursday that we start to shake it all up. Rain chances return Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It doesn't look as heavy. I'll show you, I think it backed off just a little bit, but I'll show you that coming up in just a little bit. But for now, I am monitoring even a little bit of fog. Notice hobby air.
It's always nice.
Yes, and then such breaking news stories that obviously we were following that were developing and so big. So I'm glad that we're recognized.
I know. Congratulations to them.
Yes,
well, we've got some big changes ahead. Okay, now check out your temperatures. Is it summer? Okay, is it fall? Like what in the world? 70s. 72 in Tomball, 72 in Sugar Land, 72 in Conroe. It is a very mild, muggy start to the day. And because of that, we do have some clouds in place, even some low-level clouds, which is going to be about a warm-up for the afternoon. You can expect mid-80s to return, and we are going to keep some of those clouds in place. Now, as far as your records today, boy, it is close. Your record today is 86. Notice Tuesday, 85 on Wednesday. We are coming close to potentially tying or breaking our daily record highs each day, today through Wednesday. So keep that in mind as you're out and about. It is too warm for this time of the year. I mean, we are flirting with records. Rain chances. So we are dry today, we are dry tomorrow, and then take a look at what is happening on Thursday. So I say Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, rain chances return. We've had a series of Pacific storms, and that has impacted a lot of rain across the West Coast. You may have seen some of the images of all the rain out of California. Notice how this area of low pressure, you can kind of see that counterclockwise spin, is pushing the rain right into northern and central California right now. Already a system did pass, so that's why they've continued to see kind of off and on rain over the past week. This is going to head just to our north, but it will be this system Thursday into Friday that starts to shake it all up. Now this morning, we are dry across the area, so I'm not expecting any rain. If you had a rain chance today, maybe it would be like a 10% chance. So system number one, notice your timestamp, there's Thursday. I think a few showers are possible early, and then by late afternoon and evening, a few thunderstorms overnight into Friday. Stopping our next system for Saturday, this will be the next rain chance as that trailing cold front moves through. Now these systems are out of the Pacific, which means they hold a little bit of moisture, but they don't drop our temperatures a whole lot. I think we'll see a slight drop in our temperatures, but don't get too excited. Don't expect too much here. So notice Wednesday, we're still well above average, sitting under that big ridge of high pressure. As this high pressure starts to back off, it allows the chance for some showers and thunderstorms to roll in. Take a look at your timestamp. This is Thursday and Friday. Once these systems pass off to the east, maybe a slight drop in our temperatures behind it. So we're talking well over a week away for a drop in our temperatures. All right, we do need the rain. Take a look, the latest drought report showing severe drought conditions kind of circling over Harris County. So we do need the rain. It's going to take a lot to actually put a dent in our drought right now. But looking ahead to the extended, we have some promising news. November 23rd through the 27th, wetter than average. That's the good news. And then as far as our temperature trend, it still looks above average. But I'm hoping as we trend towards next week, that's when we start to tap into maybe some of that cooler air. Overall, though, they may go a little up or down as we get a little bit closer. Thursday, you have a 60% chance. Friday, a 40% chance. I think that's the best timing that I have right now, but don't be surprised if that shifts a little bit. I would just say those two systems moving out of the Pacific will enhance our rain chances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But otherwise, Jen, can you believe the 70s this morning? So air conditioning needed already.
Yeah. Weather for just a little little bit.
For those who love it, Cheetah. I mean, this is what a gift. What a gift to those who love the summer to just keep going.
Not Jacob,
right?
though.
I mean, it was like for 3 days, and then we're almost back to summer. These overnight lows are in the 70s. What a warm, sticky start on your Monday morning. I mean, low 70s, 72 for Sugar Land, Tomball, Conroe. Yeah, this is warm and humid. That's the first thing you're going to notice when you head outside. Compared to yesterday morning, we are 5 to even upwards of 11 degrees warmer. So again, the key to the forecast today is the heat. Winds are out of the south. That was a big directional change from yesterday. Yesterday morning, we had a north wind that added like a comfortable breeze. This morning, no, that's bringing in higher relative humidity. So warm, humid conditions. And that's what lift. The clouds are going to linger through about lunchtime today. And then I'm expecting partly to mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon. Rain chances, they return, notice by Thursday. Until then, it's just about the heat and the humidity. In fact, Jen, I have a feeling people will already be turning on their ACs first thing in the car this morning. I'll send it out.
I understand, Cheetah.
Nice.
Post Malone, all I gotta say congratulations.
And you know him when he comes out because
Yeah.
he's like remarkably different than most people.
Yeah, he has a lot of energy.
Talented
so.
and chatted.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Just wonder if the Cowboys will win that game.
I know.
Oh, congratulations. No, let's talk about, we do have a little bit of fog out. Take a live look at all of our different cameras here. So from Houston, this is heading into the skyline, into downtown, but you can see the skyline, how it's kind of draped with some clouds. Conroe, you see the clouds, but you can see surface visibilities. Check out Herman Park. Whoa, blanket and cloud cover. This is the Med Center. You can usually see the Med Center buildings completely lit up at this time in the morning. Not so much. Those clouds are draped across the Med Center. But again, at the surface, I would say patchy fog. So if your plan is to hit Fannin or Main Street and you're heading into the Med Center this morning, you may run into some patchy fog, but really at the surface, you're really okay. But it's the cloud cover this morning. It's a good indication. We are humid out there. Temperatures are in the 70s and we're dealing with high relative humidity. Pearland reporting down to 3 miles for your visibility, but otherwise I'm not seeing anything that just really stands out as far as that fog. As far as your 24-hour temperature change, when I say it's warmer, 6 degrees warmer in Angleton, 9 degrees warmer in Waller. Conroe, you're like, what in the world? It's 12 degrees warmer compared to yesterday. A big part of that is all thanks to mostly calm, but southeasterly winds. And that is what's going to drive the heat and the humidity today. So even on your hour-by-hour planner, by lunchtime, we're rounding the corner into the 80s, and by the afternoon, we will be in the mid-80s. So the pattern change. Have you heard? We have rain chances on the way. I think at some point Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we will be tracking scattered showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms. I think Thursday, the timeline has backed off a little bit for the evening hours, and then we will see, I think Friday and Saturday are going to split the difference just a little bit. All this moisture is moving out of the Pacific. So you see the rain draped across northern and central California, and then notice from Salt Lake. So these are the two areas that moved out of the West Coast. This one is going to still ride north of us. That's all thanks to that big area of high pressure. But it's this one we're going to pay attention to for Thursday. Take a look, radar dry right now. No worries about the rain. If you catch a little sprinkle or two within the clouds this morning because of some of those low cloud cover, that would be about it. But as far as the active rain, notice your timestamp. This is Thursday. So this is driving west to east. This has a decent moisture punch. I just don't know how much is actually going to drop here, especially during the day on Thursday. I think Thursday evening into Friday, that's when we're going to see a better chance for a few of those thunderstorms. And then system number 2 for Saturday, we'll watch the timing. We're still a week out, I know, but if you're making some plans for Saturday, heads up. That's when we could also see some rain chances in place. We are very warm today through Wednesday. Big area of high pressure in place. This backs off, allows the potential for maybe a few strong to even severe thunderstorms. I think that line with severe thunderstorms stays maybe just to our north, but we will be watching how much rain we pick up from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'm hoping once these systems move out of here, I'm taking 2 days, so a week out, we're kind of on the leading edge of maybe some cooler air behind it. So could that be an indication for Thanksgiving? We will see. As far as our latest drought report goes, severe drought conditions kind of circulating all around Harris County. That expanded with our latest drought report that was released on Thursday. I'm hoping that the rain chances, notice how we're trending wetter than average from November 23rd through the 27th, helps that out. As far as your temperatures go, we stay warm, and a big part of the East Coast record warmth. Today, 84, record is 86. Tomorrow, 86, the record is 86. Both of these are set in 2017. And then from Wednesday is our last day where we'll see record challenging temperatures. And then even with the rain on Thursday, I mean, not only are we above average, I think we're record challenging over the next several days. And we were like that this past weekend, too. I'll send it on over to you for now.
So, Chita, it's been an active morning already.
Oh, very, very active through Wednesday. Record challenging temperatures. Forecasting a high today of 84. Notice our record is 86. Tomorrow, 86, and the record from 2017 is 86. Same goes for Wednesday. So today through Wednesday, high heat and even some humidity in place. Take a look over Herman Park towards the Met Center. Do you see the low cloud ceilings? Yeah, low cloud ceilings and even some patchy early morning fog. That's all thanks to that higher relative humidity. I don't think it's really going to impact you, let's say, on most freeways and most surface streets. I just don't want you to be completely caught off by surprise if you do see a little bit of fog. Notice Columbus down to 7 miles. Okay, that's not bad. Pearland down to 4 miles. Again, overall, not that bad throughout the day, though. Temperatures will be climbing back into the mid to upper 80s. More on rain chances for Thursday coming up in just a little bit. Back to you guys. This morning, we are starting off not only warm, humid, yes, but we do have a little bit of fog. Now, that fog is really starting to lift, and it's just the clouds. Do you see that over the Med Center this morning that are in place here for your Monday morning? Live look outside in the Galleria. Maybe a few breaks trying to happen, but overall, first portion of the day today, you will be under cloudy skies. So high heat, high humidity. Let's talk about these records. Today, your record high is 86. That was set in 2017. Same for Tuesday. Notice today, high temperature around 84. When we're dealing with really high relative humidity, so all those clouds that you see in place, that's what's showing that. It's harder for temperatures to climb a little bit faster tomorrow, potentially tying, maybe breaking the daily record high. So we are in the mid to upper 80s right now for November and potentially tying or breaking our daily record highs today through Wednesday. Thursday is when we start to see a little bit of a pattern change. Notice our rain chances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, you see that 60% chance. I would have said a couple days ago, Thursday could be a washout. It backed off a little bit. That may be more of an evening, early Friday event. And even at that, I think the severe component has really backed off. But let me get to the radar. Let me show you. These storms are all going to be moving out of the Pacific. Two that have really impacted California. Rain draped across northern to central California right now. This will be the system that interrupts our weather potentially late Thursday evening. Radar right now, completely dry, unless you get a little sprinkle out of the cloud cover. That would be about it today through Wednesday. We're mostly dry. This system, as it rolls across the state of Texas, I think a bigger chunk and the potential of stronger storms will actually be areas just to our north. Here locally, I think scattered showers. Finally, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, and then a second system moving out of the Pacific will arrive for the weekend. Exact timing for that, I think, is still a little TBD, but I would say plan on midday, afternoon on Saturday for the chance for some of those showers. Big area of high pressure in place through Wednesday, and then see it backs off. And not only do we get rain out of it, maybe a touch of some cooler air. I'm not expecting a lot, but hopefully just enough that'll change things up a little bit. We need a lot of rain to put a dent in our drought right now. We're at severe conditions. This was from the latest survey that was released on Thursday. The next one staying steady in the upper 60s. Are we in fall? Is this late November? Come on. And then as we round the corner to the weekend, Ugochi and Jacob, notice rain chances are for Saturday, but watch over the next couple days. The timing may change just a little bit. Back to
rain, come our way.
Right, we need it. So busy. You have been off. You're starting off warm and humid. That is really the weather story here today through Wednesday. High heat, high relative humidity. Beautiful shot this morning in the Galleria. A little bit of sunshine peeking through the clouds. This morning, though, more clouds than sun, and that'll be the case for the first portion of the day. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, we may tie or break our daily record high temperature. Record high today is 86, forecasting a high of 84. Same goes for Tuesday, and then check it out on Wednesday. So this November record warmth, it's not going anywhere over the next couple of days. I am going to give you some good news. All my allergy sufferers, ragweed is at moderate levels, but it's kind of stayed that way. Not bad. Your tree, your grass, your mold spores, all at low levels. But when things could start to change, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we welcome in rain chances. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Chita.
Well, we are starting off already in the 70s. So what you need to know here for your Monday, it is going to be a very warm day ahead. All of our live cameras this morning showing clouds. Cloudy skies will be the key for the first portion of the day. When you see clouds in place like this, you think higher relative humidity. So it's clouds that trapped the daytime heating from yesterday, and that's why we're starting off so warm. We are anywhere from 5 to even 15 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time. So today, notice the clouds remain in place. That's the key for today. Clouds are showing a higher relative humidity, and then near record warm temperatures, 84. Record today is 86. That was set in 2017. Let me show you when I'm expecting some changes. Thursday, we introduce a rain chance, and then notice how that kind of spills into Friday and Saturday. I think the exact timing of these two systems are still a little to be determined as we get closer. And the reason, the timing of this cold front, could enhance rain chances, or it could kind of keep them just to our north. Let me show you a snapshot of Thursday. If I would have shown you this yesterday morning, it really looked like heavier rainfall. So it backed off just a little bit, I think, during the day on Thursday, but potentially Thursday night into Friday, a few thunderstorms, and then second system on the way for Saturday. This is all moving out of the Pacific. Nice little punch of rain across big portion of California. The one here moving out of Salt Lake is actually going to stay to our north, but it's this one moving into California. That will be the rain chance on Thursday. So even though the radar is dry now, I'm expecting dry conditions through Wednesday. It will be the system out of the Pacific that moves in, tries to produce rain chances here locally, and boy, do we need it. Have you seen the latest drought report? Notice the severe drought conditions now from Liberty, Montgomery, portions of Waller, and Fort Bend County. This was released last Thursday. I have a feeling it will expand again this Thursday, even though temperature-wise, we're not going to see much of a change. Now, I said, what should you wear out the door this morning? It is a short sleeve and a ball cap kind of a day. We're still going to be looking at temperatures mild and muggy this morning through the afternoon. Overnight temperatures are still going to be looking into the 60s. So Ugoshi and Jacob, no big changes over the next 3 days. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, preparing.
Near record warmth today through Wednesday. Yeah, these mid to upper 80s, they are not going anywhere. We're challenging these record high temperatures through Wednesday. Be prepared for those mid to forecast. It looks like now it may skew a little more in the evening, but we'll be watching this carefully right for the weekend. All right, Jen, on over to you.